Welcome to the Motorhome and Caravan Show with your hosts, Shane Malpass and Jason the Motorhome Man Reynolds.
First of all, it couldn't be your fault. When this life of mine will fall, it will always be my call. Trying to throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed of me. I thought, what age are we? It's warm outside, and we all want shine. Let you know about it in the city, cause they in the crib this time. Whoa, got pics on the way like a vacay. Shoot photo with an AK. Got friends by my side, trying to have a great day. And I wonder why they throw shades, yeah. But it's all on me, let them roam free like a European, yeah. See me pick up the phone like I'm trying to haul a home, starting to act like E.T., yeah. Rock them shades, now they can't see me. Trying to run away, but I'm not speedy. Need no fake, I just want what's real, and I ride that way till I'm free, yeah. Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me, no rage.
Evening.
Good evening, how is one?
You've been playing with the start again, haven't you?
I've always played with the start. I'm going to play with the start again next time as well.
Okay. So, good evening to the Motorhome and Caravan Show.
Yeah. Is that official now?
I think so, mate. It's going to be.
Facebook official.
Yeah, we're going to talk about two berth motorhomes tonight, are we?
We are, yes.
Yeah. Do you want to get Mark up?
We can. You want to get Mark up already?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. All right then.
Oh, evening.
What are you talking about tonight?
I don't know. Caravans. Two berth caravans.
Okay. You got a couple of
Sound
two
good?
berths for us?
Yeah, something a bit different.
Okay.
Oh, I like these.
Anything else?
Casoa storage. So if you want to store your caravans or motorhomes or boats or cars, so Casoa storage. So hopefully some useful information.
Okay. Cut it a bit fine. John?
You want to bring Johnny?
Please.
Oh, okay. See if he realises he's on yet.
Where are you, John?
Phew, that was close. I'm away in my caravan. How cool is this? It works as well. We are in North Devon I'm away in my caravan in North Devon in Ilfracombe Caravan and Motorhome Club site. I have been since Thursday last week. Oh no, sorry, Tuesday even. God.
So we're going to have a little review of the caravan site then, are we?
So I've already done a pre-recorded video when we first got here, just in case this didn't work. But it's working, so happy days. I was a little bit late to the party because we've just finished tea.
I won't worry, I wasn't that far in front.
How are we all? We all had a good week.
Nice, yeah.
It was a long one last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it? Cool.
So we're going to try a bit of a different format tonight, aren't we? Stick to a bit of a schedule, have an early night. Me and Shane are going to talk about two berth motorhomes. Mark's going to talk about caravans. We're going to talk about storage. And then John's going to tell us a little bit about the campsite he's at. And we might have the odd little tip as well, might we?
I just want to know, John, how's your picture better than mine and you're at a campsite?
I'll tell you why, because I have got my Netgear Wi-Fi router. Look at that bad boy. So it's a dedicated device for while you're away. And so what I've done is I've put my SIM card. So I've got a Sky Mobile with data for the whole family. So what I've done is I've put my phone SIM card in here and we've got 4G and 5 bars. So happy days.
I think I need to get one of them.
It's a fast, high-speed router. Oh, mate, it's ideal for being away. Well, I did a little review on it, but we hadn't used it, and I've been using it now for almost a year while we're away, and actually, it's really, really good. Everybody can connect to it. We got like Now TV, like a little Now TV Fire Stick that goes in the TV. So we've got Sky Movies, got internet, and as you can see, my connection, while in a field, is pretty good.
Better than mine.
Just a quickie there, Paul Joyce has just said, nerves are in tatters after the last couple of laps of the Formula One. Did any of you lot watch it?
I didn't get to see it.
No.
We've been out all day.
Oh, Lewis was so clever. His wheels were God. They were God. And he just managed to get around. Yeah, it was really good. Really good. So, right then.
Yeah, look at Mr. Trudgeon has said, looks like John has forgotten to sun cream. Have I got a bit of a tan going?
Have you got a shirt on, John, or is that?
It's just his tan.
Or is it? I don't know where your face ends and your body starts.
They're like a little orange.
Yeah, that's all right. It's the weather, mate. Honestly, the weather's been good. Weather's been hot. It's been on and off. There's been some sort of showery rain. But even we went to a cycle ride on the National Cycle Trail, part of the Tarka Trail today, and we rode all the way down to Ilfracombe and back up. So yeah, it was lovely.
Good.
Happy days. Sorry.
Right. Clear off. We'll see you both later.
All right. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, and if you want to ask any questions, you want to be on the show, you can follow me on Twitter. On Caravans and Campers at SY45RP, also on Instagram at the Motorhome Man, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Motorhome Man. And Shane?
Yep, and me at We Buy a Motor Caravan.
Okay.
Simple as that.
So, you said to me last week, we want to do two. John sponsored by St. Tropez. You said to me last week, we're going to do two berth motorhomes. Go find a two berth motorhome and do a little review. So, you're going to show my little review?
I shall certainly do.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right. So, let's have a look at a two berth motorhome. And what I've picked here for you is an Auto Sleeper Broadway. It's on a 2012. It's a tad over 6 metres and it's weighing at 3,500 kilograms. So a normal licence. We've got an electric step. And we'll come inside and have a look. What I like about the Broadway, love the finishing on them. The Auto Sleeper are renowned for a good finish and a good quality build, basically, so you've got plenty of storage. But what you've also got along here is the big bench seats as well, which are ideal for just having as a single bed. And again, you can move them out to make a big double bed and everything slots down. And then we're on a Peugeot Boxer chassis. It's a 6-speed. And then you've got the media pack on there with it, and also with air conditioning. Good sunlight up above as well. And then this has the combi boiler, so it's got gas and electric hot water with a blown air system. And I really like the worktops here as well. We have the fridge and the microwave fitted in. And then a 3-burner hob with a hot plate, grill and oven. Good prep area here. And then followed by inside, we have the shower and toilet. And the thing here, we can turn this around here to make a separate shower as well. So for just over 6 metres, this is a good van, a good two-berth, good quality build by Auto Sleeper. And to be honest, the long bench seats, I can't really knock the van, to be honest with you. How's that?
Yeah, one bad. You like that, don't you?
I do. The Auto Sleepers are mainly predominant two berths, aren't they, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Across the board,
Yeah.
even now. There's not many full berths around.
Yeah, that's 6.28 metres on a Peugeot. That one's only done 18,000 miles, mate. And
What's
it's a 2012.
Okay, so it's not bad. Bad mileage per year.
Mm.
But they are very well. They are very well made. The auto sleepers, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just very solid.
Yeah. It was like the worktops. What I really liked about them as well.
Yeah.
Nice. It's nice 2-berth van that is, mate. It's been well looked after as well.
So how many miles was that?
It's done 18,000 miles.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's it. For what, 8-year-old van. So, and I had a quick look, and you're expecting to pay anywhere between the 35s and 40s for that, mate.
Okay, and obviously, and the broad. Am I right in thinking the Broadway's got the longer bench seats than the?
That's it. Yeah.
What's it called? The Wavo.
Yeah, it's longer, so you can actually have 2 single beds there, matey, as well.
And they're about 6-foot singles, aren't they?
Yeah. So
Very
nice,
good.
Yeah, nice little van.
Yeah.
We're only through with it tonight, aren't we?
I know. I just heard that pencil go across the paper.
Right, Mark. Let's have a look at your 2 berths. What have you got, mate?
I've got a little Airstream. So this is. Oh, I love the Airstream. Absolutely, look the bigger caravans. And can you remember a few years ago we saw one of these at the auction? It was probably 2008, 2009, and I was desperate to buy it, and it just went silly money. Yeah, it just went silly money. So this is the pinnacle of adventure. If you want to get out, something
the pinnacle
different.
of adventure.
Yeah, like this is adventure on wheels. Then you cannot get
better.
You're
living in a tin of baked beans.
No. If you want to go off wild camping, and this is if you're younger and you've got no commitments, or if you're older and you've got to that point where you go, I tell you what, we've retired. We want to get out and about. We don't want to be tied down anywhere. We just want to go off. We don't want anything massive. This is what you need, and you're not going to see many in the UK. I think is there 2 in the UK currently.
So what's special about this? Is this like a TARDIS? So inside is it like a double bed, fridge, freezer?
Yeah. So you've got a seating area which is sort of at the back of the caravan. So that makes into a double bed at the back, or 2 long bench seats, and then the kitchen area is right up the very front. But you've got in the kitchen, you've still got sink, hob, fridge, microwave. You've got combi boiler heating system for your hot water and your heating. You've still got.
There is, yes. I'm waiting for him to go through that.
That's the layout. So yeah, so that's your double bed at the rear. Now the old base camp, it used to fold up with the seats, so you could get quite a lot more in there. But on the newer ones, they've sort of gone, well, actually, you can put a load of weight on the roof, and you can still get quite a lot in, because at the very back there's a little door. There we go. So there's that little door, so you can still get bikes in there, canoes, anything that you want really. And it is, like I say, it's the pinnacle of adventure. This is what, if you want to just go off wild camping, I don't think there's much better than this. And it's still got cassette toilet in there, shower. It's got an external shower. You've got your wash and basin. You can put a big awning on there as well to double your space. And the American ones, they have annexes in there as well, so you can have family come along with you. But it's how good would that be? Going off on your holidays, getting into Scotland.
Hang on. Shay, just not this picture. Not the picture. Not the picture. Just bring John in.
Don't ask John. He's got kids. He ain't going to buy a 2-berth.
Is that your pinnacle of adventuring?
He's got kids.
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Come on, John. John. If you ain't got kids.
I think, exactly. Yeah. I bet if you're a couple or a single and you want to get out and adventure, small, compact, you can tow it with something small, like somebody's put in there. You could probably tow it with a motorbike.
Actually, it's quite an heavy one, the Airstream. It's 1,600 kilograms maximum. So it's 1,600 kilograms. Yeah. So let's just, you need a big pickup or a big 4x4 or a big estate car. So
yeah,
you didn't say that on your slick sales pitch, did you?
Well, you've already bought it at this point, and you just get over the fact that it's 1,600
How much
kilograms.
was it? How much is it?
Well, it's just under $40,000.
Right, John. I've actually found a 2008 one on Auto Trading. Have a guess how much it is.
12 years old.
On Auto Trading. At this moment, how much do you think?
And new ones are $40,000.
Yeah, which is about £30,000. But then if you import it into the UK, you've got VAT, all your import costs. So you're into 40 grand by the time you get it here.
It's a lot of dollar, isn't it?
So,
For
so how
something
much?
so small.
Yeah, but if you weigh it in, John,
Yeah.
you can weigh it in if we're.
You don't weigh it.
Exactly.
Jace, it's probably what we're looking at. It's got to be 10, 15 grand.
Come on,
Yeah,
John, get real.
Right, there's one on
Hey,
the
you're the
Auto Trader.
expert.
There's one on the Auto Trader now, a 2008 on for 28,500 quid.
Oh, that's a lot of dollar,
Crazy.
isn't it?
Crazy money.
But
It's the
look
pinnacle
at what you're
adventure.
getting. But that's the thing. You look at the pictures and you can see the detailing, the quality is there. And you are, again, like what we spoke about, not last week, the week before, you are getting what you're paying for, aren't you? There's a lot of, well.
It's a bit basic, to be fair. The newer ones are probably better value for money. The older ones, they were a bit basic, to be fair.
Yeah.
They weren't. You hadn't even got a toilet. It was a portal.
Yeah, you're not, Mark, you're not really selling it, this idea of an adventure to me.
I'm selling the new one. But if you're on an adventure, wear the bears, go to the toilet.
Yeah, I've seen some
in
of
the
them.
caravan.
You can like strap bikes in there. You can put bike push bikes and stuff in there. Is that
You
the
can
same?
get
They got like
motorbikes in
tie
them.
downs and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it?
The older ones, yeah,
That'd
you
be
can
cool.
put motorbikes in. So I don't know. I just think they're really cool. I think they're I thought of it was a marketing ploy. If you'd got that on the pitch, on the sales pitch, everyone's going to look at it and go, wow, how much is that? That's crazy.
So it makes all the other vans look cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although Mr. Trudgeon has put Airstream quality. Have you ever been in one, John? I have been in an. They don't. In fact, they don't actually let me look in. I look in and they go, no, you're not coming in here.
Get out. Yeah.
John, what we'll do, it will take everything out of your caravan. We'll take all the decals out, sand it down so it's shiny, and we'll call it an Airstream.
Yeah.
Bailey Airstream.
Next week's adventure.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. You can put bikes in a four. Well, to be fair, we've come down here with 4 bikes on our Volvo. So, yeah.
So you've shown us an Airstream. What's your next inspiration to go out caravanning?
So let's rein it back in a little bit and let's go a little bit more sensible. So the UK version, which is just a Swift base camp, basically. Now this is it.
Oh,
again, very, very similar. And somebody actually bought this for me.
Yeah, somebody got soaking wet.
Yeah, sorry. So we've mentioned the caravan auction before, and we don't buy a lot from auction normally. But this came up. We knew what the history of it was, why it was in there, and I was on holiday, and Jason kindly bought a caravan for me. And this is what we ended up with, or similar to this. So very similar to the American one. This one, again, the front seats fold up. So again, you can get all the bikes in there. That makes into a big double bed also. The back rest space that will just go into the middle. The bottoms of the seats pull into the centre. And that bed is huge, absolutely huge. It was 6.5 foot by about 6.4 wide. So a massive, massive bed. But again, the fold up so you could get loads of storage in their bikes, etc. If you can't fit them into the back of the transit van. But you have got a proper kitchen area, and there's a little pop-up socket as well, USB points, all the little storage units just above, and there is a proper shower room, which I don't think we've got a picture of, but there is a proper nice little shower unit, and that's the layout there.
What's the weight?
Again, these were 1,027 kilos maximum. But you'd only got 111 kilograms payload, so not the biggest payload in the world, to be fair.
I remember Mark seeing these at the show, and they actually blew me over. You put that awning on the back. And
it's huge.
Yes,
Yeah.
mate. There you go.
Massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting that awning on is a different story. I had to get a step ladder. Seriously, a proper 6-foot step ladder to be able to put that awning on. Unless you're 8'3" and got a big 3-foot step, that's awning is a nightmare to put on. So I don't know how older people that are not so keen on getting up a 6-foot ladder are going to cope putting that awning up. But once it's up, it was huge. It doubled your space.
Do you know
and again,
what?
it's all air.
Do you know what? I think they've done a great job of copying that Airstream, haven't they?
Well, it was based
I don't
on
mean
that.
I mean basing it on it, not copying it.
Yeah. No, it was based on that, because Swift have now become part of Airstream, so you can buy Airstreams in the UK, and that's where that evolved from. And they are so popular. We've had a couple of those, and literally they come in and they're gone straight away. And even now, we still get emails and phone calls going, "Can you get us one?" That is what we're after. I think it's that thing that you can just get it onto the back. It's not huge, and off you go. If you're an older couple or a younger couple that just want to go touring around Europe or
they've opened another market there, mate, haven't they?
Yeah.
So they have.
And again, I think when you're looking at a 2-berth, you're looking at something that you just want to get away in, don't you? You don't want anything massive and heavy, and you just want to go off touring. So,
yeah. What type of dough are you paying for a new one?
On the new, I've got a feeling there are just over 20. It depends what offers are about, but you can't actually get one at the minute. That was a 2018, and that was 15 grand. And they've probably actually gone up a little bit since then. To be fair, you'd probably be hard pushed to buy one for 15 grand now, right at this very moment in time, just because of the way things are.
What do you think of them, John?
Sorry, they're surprisingly good sellers, aren't they?
Yeah.
I thought they were a bit gimmick. I thought they were a bit gimmicky at first, but they do sell well. And the amount of times I've been asked from dealers, "Do you know anybody who's got any Swift base camps?" Because we just need more. Over the years,
they do a 4-berth version as well, which isn't a lot bigger. I know we're doing 2 berths, but I thought I'd just mention that. Sorry.
They do look smart. I'll give them that. And I think Bailey do a similar one, don't they? The manufacturers have started to jump on this. Let's get out to the single market, the couples market, looking for adventure, getting new people in that hadn't perhaps thought of having a caravan. So yeah.
But you're saying the awning is hard work, mate?
Oh, very. Yeah.
Is it?
I literally, seriously, had to get a proper ladder to be able to put that on. I know I'm not the tallest, but I'm not 3 foot tall, so.
You're not far off.
Well, but yeah, seriously, I had to get a 6-foot ladder out to put that awning on. I did.
All right, we'll see you two a bit later then.
Okay. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Bye.
Any news knocking about, mate?
There is a bit of news, isn't there?
I don't
We're
know.
going through this the other day because it's been quite difficult over the last few weeks. I'm just going to grab Mark in for this first little bit.
Okay.
Mark,
was you
no? Was you aware that Swift still only started production again yesterday?
Yeah, and I don't know whether they're just now producing for 2021.
Probably so, yeah.
don't think they're making anything else now for this year. It's all 2021
Yeah,
production now.
So, can I just get this right? One of the biggest dealers in the country have only just gone back to work yesterday.
And they've made 5%. And they made 5% of the workforce redundant.
When the biggest boom on at the moment is with Motorhome and Caravans.
The new hasn't been selling as well as the used market, and if under 15 and it's on the caravan side and it's flying away, I don't think the new has been as great, which was why we brought up about the part exchanges, because of you can get great deals if you've got a slightly older van and great deals on new, but it's been hard work, I think, for the newer side.
What's your thoughts there, Shane?
It doesn't make sense to me, because everybody's running out of stock, and they need to get some stock on the market long term. You know, I just don't see how, because they must be way behind. So there's going to be so many units missing for this year.
There's loads, yeah.
Well, there must be units. There must be units though where people have already ordered for.
Yeah, so any orders that had been placed are being fulfilled, I believe. But they'd literally only got orders up until about March, and that was the problem. They'd sort of dragged out the production so that anybody that had ordered it was literally already being built and it had been dedicated for. Just the demand hadn't been there, unfortunately.
When's this from? From the previous year, mate?
Well, yeah, they start off obviously September. This year, September now, 2021s will be launched. The dealers will have their own launch of the new products, and then they'd normally do the NEC. And then we'd normally have different shows in between time. But and then obviously the NEC in February, but just the numbers of new sales haven't been there. Just hasn't been sort of brought to market, really. People, I think, have lost faith in the new, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why it is. And obviously Brexit hadn't helped.
Do you think the manufacturers are just going to strike 2020, make them 2021s?
I don't think they'll be. I don't think they're going to push out on big new designs.
No, I think somebody said to me, a guy called John, available today, he said that I think you'll see a lot of the same caravans and motorhomes, but with slightly different upholstery.
Yeah, and even some of the upholstery will be in different models, from what I believe. Yeah, because again, if they'd ordered an amount of upholstery, they've ordered it and that's it. So I think you're going to see some of the upholstery from other vans in different models now.
They've also, did you say less of a workforce as well?
5%.
I don't get it, mate. I don't get it. Is this jumping on the government here?
I don't get it. I really don't understand how you can be having, not necessarily them, but I just keep seeing it with different dealers and car dealers and motorhome dealers who are selling more than they've ever done, full stop, and all of a sudden they're making mass redundancies.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to compute in my head.
No.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Nope. Anyway, moving on.
Does it make you wonder, is Worthy in trouble before this all happened?
Well, yeah, they were all panicking before at the shows. Because if you spoke, that's the amazing thing. If you spoke to them before COVID,
are we talking Swift here or everybody?
Just everybody. Everybody was panicking. Yeah. Right. Everybody was panicking, and then COVID hit, and all of a sudden it's come back again with a boom.
There's a gap there for a manufacturer, wasn't there?
Now, something else to think about, though. Have they paused the restart because of materials? Not being able to get them?
Just expand on that, mate.
Yeah, okay. So if they can't get the parts and materials to make the vans, it might not have been worth restarting and getting all the staff off furlough again. Because as we know, that is a bit of a problem at the moment, isn't it?
I think they've got stocks of so much, and definitely from Bailey parts. I know that we've been able to get parts a bit easier now than what it was. But I know certain parts I'd been taking longer. But I believe that they're sort of back in line with how they should have been now.
All of the manufacturers back in, Mark?
Yeah. Luna's I'm not going to mention Luna. Luna's the only one that I don't fully know about, to be fair, because I heard that during lockdown some of their staff didn't get paid. How true that was, and I've not really looked at it, just not had a chance to really delve into it and find out. But interesting, and I don't know what's going to happen without the NEC now.
Can we do a bit of digging on this for next week, Mark?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You've just showed us that Swift base camp, haven't you?
Yeah.
They should be throwing them out left, right, and centre.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
I like we just said a minute ago, whether they're just waiting for the 21 models, because obviously you've got all these people that are new to the market buying vans, and they might after a year think, well, I want something. No, I've tested it. I want something better. Or is that a bit too forward thinking for them?
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to look at it through their eyes. Again, if you're already in trouble, the last thing that you want to do is go guns blazing, jump in, and then find out actually the market's not like what we thought it was. So I can see from their point of view that they've gone, hang on a minute, let's just sit back a minute and let's just let the waves settle. Let's see what happens, and then we better just go in. Let's produce everything for 2021 and see what happens. Let's rein it all back in a little bit, see how 2021 goes, and then we'll go back as we should be.
I think that's not a bad shout, Mark, because I think nobody knows how it's going at the moment, and I think possibly what Swift are doing is just pushing 2020 under the carpet, and let's start again at 21. Because, like you say, there's no show. That's not.
I still don't know where these extra sales are going to come from. But there again, last NEC, the numbers weren't great anyway. So does it really make a difference? I don't know. It's a difficult one.
In the calendar right now, who would be on summer shutdown? Bailey would be, Swift would be. Usually next week would be 100% on next year's market.
Back in.
Or Swift doing the right thing.
And I'm sure I can't remember the manufacturer now, but I believe there are a few that are on shutdown. So they come back to work after having a couple of months off, and now they've
gone straight. Yeah, doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Doesn't make sense.
This is another topic for another time.
Yep.
You've got something interesting to talk about with new sales, Shane.
Have I? What was that? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I didn't think about that part of the news. So I went into a dealer the other day that does some very nice high-end motorhomes. Carthagos, Morellos, things like that. The company called Premium Motorhomes. They have some great, lovely. I mean, the Morellos, they're £200,000, £300,000, £500,000. But then they also do the Naus and Carthagos, which are obviously quite expensive as well. They said that the new people onto the market are different to what they have been previously when they're buying motorhomes. So, like, we all know what a traditional caravan and motorhome are. But this younger generation that want the big garage at the back for the kayaks, for the bikes and everything like that, they also want the full gadgets in the motorhome as well. They said they've never been asked they haven't been asked this many times over the years for how good is the sound system in the van. How many times have you been asked that, Mark?
Never. Yeah. Sounds like there's some parties going on.
Yeah, all these newbies that are coming onto the market, they want all the big sound systems so they can go walking the dog or go kayaking, go mountain biking, come back and then watch the TV with a nice sound system. And they also want the gadgets on the driving side of things as well. So they want the driver assist pack so it drives itself and lane departure systems and everything like that. Yeah. I just found that dead interesting.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, doesn't it?
It says a lot of things there, though. A younger market are coming into the industry because they're watching the news, they're seeing what's happening, they're understanding what's happening, and they want the features that they get on the cars as well.
Yeah. And, you know, when you look at a motorhome, how many people think, which one of you takes attention to the spec of the cab itself? As long as it's got aircon and probably cruise.
That's the two main, isn't it, really?
Talking about motorhomes, are you going to give me your two-berth?
We just got two more that I'm just going to introduce. We're just still on the news. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
So they've started bringing out the 21 models, if you remember. And this is my
2020.
No, these are 21.
You sure?
These are the brand new models. See, I just wanted to bring this photo because I love this photo. Wave through the window.
I can't get my hand in that one.
So the Hobby Siesta that's been around for years has been replaced by the Optima on Tour. 3 layouts, all on the Citroen chassis, which you don't see very often.
The one we looked at had bunks in the back, did it?
I don't know, it wasn't around then.
Or as we did the Optima, I know we did.
Yeah, that was a different one. This is the Optima on Tour.
Okay.
Because they also do an Optima Deluxe and so on. See, knowledge. Then the next one is Rapido have bought out their C Series, which is the compact series for 21. Oh, it says 21 on the front and everything, look. It's definitely a 21.
That's nice, isn't it?
That's a nice
Yeah.
one.
And look how slim it looks. It doesn't really go much wider after the cab.
It looks more like a van, doesn't it, that? You know, your normal commercial van, it doesn't look huge and sticky out like a normal motorhome. If that's
like
a
a
good technical term. Yeah.
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 So most obviously motorhomes, as we know, are 2.2, 2.3 meters, maybe 2.4 if you go to the Baileys in width, but they're sticking at 2.17 meters wide.
Will there be a bed over that garage, Shane?
I'd have thought so, yeah. Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be. Got to be. Okay, then. Now we can go on to the next two berth.
Right, let's have a look at your two-berth then. I've shown you mine. Let me see yours.
Whose is bigger?
Let's not go there.
Cheers, that. So Jason's got his auto sleeper, I've got the auto trail. So the auto trail and the auto sleeper, they all came out around the same sort of time doing the tracker or the Broadway, which is a little bit of a longer version of the Nuevo. But this was on the Fiat Scudo before. Not many people probably realise that, and then it turned on to the Fiat Ducato around 2002. You can see it does have the old headlights on, but lovely low mileage. It is a two-berth, so let's go and have a look inside. Okay, so now we're inside this Auto Trail tracker. You can see why it is a two-berth. On the right-hand side, we do have a longer bench seat, and on the left-hand side, we do have a shorter bench seat. For me, it ain't the best layout because you just want those two bench seats, but as you get to the Broadway, as Jason showed you earlier, you get two longer singles, which makes it much better, but this does turn into a double bed. Okay, so the kitchen area itself, we have lots of workspace. This does cover the sink where we have hot and cold water. We've got lots of workspace going down to here where we do also have electrics, lots of drawers and storage all around. Because it's UK spec, as we keep going on about, it does have the full oven and grill with some hob burners just underneath and a load of wardrobe space on this side. Plenty of space in the bathroom. You've got the sink with the shower that comes out on the left and the toilet, which actually has quite a lot of leg space, to be fair, for a vehicle of this size. Now we're in the cab, you can see that nice analog odometer, which shows you that it is the old cab, the best way of telling when they came out around 2002. So 2,800 kilograms, which means anybody can drive it. It is a nice little two-berth motorhome. It is on the Fiat Ducato 2-litre turbo diesel engine, so it's got plenty of poke for something of this size. Let's go and have a look at the Tribute F62. We've got the F62 coming up in a bit.
Ooh, I like that bit.
Oh,
I did like that one. Upholstery showed its age, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, the design is, but it's actually bloody... Okay, so yours was a 2012 and it had done how many miles?
18. 18, yeah.
This is a 2002, so another 10 years older, and it had done 31,000.
That's nothing, is it?
No. So, like, I mean, I know it's age in the upholstery, but that is pretty spot on, to be honest.
That's what spills it. That single seat there.
Yeah, you just want the 2 bench seats, don't you? But it is at 5.73 meters, which is, I think, where you lose. But
Just go to the back of it, mate.
You've got quite a long kitchen.
That's a great prep area, you know.
Yeah. I think if there's only 2, having said that, I think if there's only 2 of you, I think I'd prefer to have the kitchen space and being a cook.
Oh, you don't want to go on holiday to cook, though, do you? You'd rather be out, like, barbecuing, and you don't want to be stuck inside cooking.
I love cooking, John. Mark. I love cooking. Me and Jason were talking about steaks the other day. We were comparing notes on how to cook a steak.
On the barbecue, perfect. Not in the caravan or motorhome. You don't want to be
Oh,
cooking
no,
inside.
not in the caravan. Yeah,
You don't need that big kitchen.
Hey, Gordon, this is a motorhome show. Got a cooking
Sorry.
show. I do like that back end part of it, Shane. That's nice, that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep work, but yeah, nice and bright for its nice and bright for its age.
It is nice and bright for its age. Decals look well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Tidy.
And yeah, here's the funny thing about this. So we were talking about how motorhome prices have gone up over the years. How much do you reckon that was new 18 years ago?
Ooh.
22,995.
How much, Mark?
22,995.
28 to 30k.
Mark, you're more in the CI territory. It was 28,999, I think, or somewhere around that sort of.
Shows what I know, doesn't it?
And do you know how much they're on the net for now?
Go on. Oh, hang on. 2002.
Yeah.
That's that one of yours has got good mileage. 2002, good mile. I'm gonna say 19,995, but they won't be. They'll be 21,995.
You're probably close with the first one, just because it's just the last of the old cab.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new cabs are 22. If you was to buy a 52 plate, it'd be 22 grand. So if you'd owned that from new and you were putting it up and you got it for 20 grand back for it, you'd lost 8 grand over 18 years. But if you wanted to buy a new tracker, which is why, so for the people who aren't in the trade, this is why the prices stay high, is because that was 28 grand when it was new. If you wanted a tracker now, you're paying mid-50s. So for every year the new ones go up, it's hard for the used ones to go down. Because if you want to buy a new one, they go up 3 grand a year.
More and more, aren't they?
Which one did we have the conversation about the other day? Was it the Benimar or the Bursner? Where a couple of years ago they were 50 grand new and now they're 79.
No, that was an Adria, but yeah, same. Yeah, no, sorry, that was talking about an Adria, but yes, the Bursners and all that sort of lot, they're going up. They were 55 grand 4 years ago, but they're now probably 75 grand now. Which means everything that was 55 grand 4 years ago is now 55 grand now.
No, yeah. It's a lot of money, isn't it, still, for an old vehicle?
No, it's not.
It is. You buy a car and a caravan for less than that.
Mark, I haven't sold it yet.
Oh, brilliant value, that is. Fantastic. Such a bargain.
We're going to have to do some editing with them, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't come on here and tell lies, can I?
Okay, folks. We hopefully want to start bringing new features in. If there's anything different you want in the show, different things you want to see or anything like that, you can get me on Twitter on It's a Hairy Motorhome and New Cooking Program. No Twitter.
I know. Just checking.
Caravans and Campers at SY45RP. Also on Instagram at the Motorhome Man, and you can subscribe to me on my YouTube channel. the Motorhome Man, Shane.
Or myself at We Buy a Motor Caravan. Just like that.
Right.
If you've not changed these names yet,
We do actually
James?
work at the week, you know.
what's going on? There's no excuse. 10 minutes to
So what's
set a
new
new
by edit? That's better. Thanks, Shane.
That's right.
Okay, one of the most questions I get asked a lot about people, especially when people are wild camping, is leisure batteries, Shane. And when I get a lot of motorhomes in with leisure batteries, I do find they are wired up wrong as well. There is, I don't know if people do know this, there is a certain way to wire them up, isn't there?
All right. I'll come to you for that one.
Okay, well, watch this then. Somewhere down the line, you might want to put an additional leisure battery onto your vehicle, especially if we do a lot of wild camping. So what we've got here, we've got the existing leisure battery that's on the motorhome, and this is the positive coming from the motorhome onto your existing battery, and there's your negative coming on to your existing battery there. So now you want to put an extra battery onto the motorhome. So what we do, you can use different size leisure batteries, but what we tend to do is, for example, this is a 105. We like to put a 105 on as the extra one. We like to keep them the same. And then what we tend to see is the positive going onto the new battery, connected up to the existing battery, and then the negative on the new battery connected up to the existing battery. So there you've got two batteries linked up. No. And what you're doing is you're still only using this leisure battery. And this battery's not getting used at all. So what we need to do is we can keep this the same. We've got the positive coming in onto the existing battery linked up to the new one. And what we need to do is if we take this off, the lead from the motorhome now needs to go to the new battery, and then we'll link up the existing battery to the new battery, and now we're getting both batteries working together. What we also like to do as well is the two links, we like to keep the leads at the same length. So now you've got two leisure batteries working together.
Isn't that a nice end screen?
Do you like that?
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Are they all, have you got them on all videos, or have I just switched off by then?
You probably switched off by then. See, we bring you reviews, we bring you tips, we're bringing everything to the table, aren't we?
I know, it's like a better version of Top Gear, where they don't smash the caravans and motorhomes up.
Ooh, shall we get two caravans off, Mark?
Get that airstream. See what he
Airstream
does.
against the base camp.
See how long it takes to start crying.
Oh, so yeah, and anybody wants us to do any features or film any features, we're going to try and do different things throughout it, aren't we, Shane? Just a few more reviews, a few more tips, just different things, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
here's one, Jason. Somebody's just commented.
please, can you guys do a bit one week about motorhome caravan tracking alarms? So many vans are stolen and don't understand why people don't secure their big purchase. We could do.
I mean, after my week this week, it could be quite poignant. So a lot of, as you know, a lot of motorhomes don't come with trackers, do they?
No.
Or alarms. They don't come as standard. They're normally an aftermarket fit or a manufactured fit, for whatever reason. But yes, they do get stolen. I knew a dealer the other day. He bought a Bailey motorhome. It was on his pitch for a day. 2019 Bailey Autograph 79-4. Midnight. Within 2 minutes, it was gone. Simple as that. No tracker or alarm on it.
Yeah.
You'd have thought so.
What about two batteries fitted by manufacturers? I don't get that.
I reckon it's 2 batteries fitted by 2 different manufacturers.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
As long as they're as good as each other.
Yeah, no, yeah. If it's a 105, always put a 105 on. If it's a 75, always put a 75 on. How do you go on if there's only room for 1 battery? You can only put 1 battery on. I started up my van just on leisure batteries the other day. It's a real mess. I have to isolate the engine battery every night. Leisure batteries aren't designed to be started up. Vehicle batteries are designed to give a boost to start a van. A leisure battery is designed to give a constant flow, basically. Right, shall we move on? Mark, storage. You want to talk about storage, caravans?
Yep.
Hello.
Hi, Mark.
God, you're back again.
Hey, Stu. I feel like I've been on a lot tonight. You trying to...
me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right, talk to us about storage.
So yeah, caravan, motorhome storage. There's lots of different places that you can store your caravan or motorhome, but there's a thing called CASOA, which is the. Have you got their website, Shane? So it's the Caravan Storage Site Owners Association. That's why I needed to put that up so I could read what it was. They're the only accredited storage sites that there are that are recognised by insurance companies, basically. So if you're looking to store your caravan or motorhome, these are going to be sites that have gone through an assessment, as an independent surveyor has gone out, done a points-based survey, basically, and then accredited them either bronze, silver or gold, depending on what security features that they've got. Gold, obviously, is the highest, and bronze is the minimum security that they want for their sites. If you aren't up to standard, they will basically just go away and say, you need to do this, 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 and this. Until you've done that, you're not going to be part of our storage site association, basically. As a storage site owner, we have to have public liability insurance, but that doesn't cover you if the vehicle gets stolen, damaged. It is literally a public liability insurance. So if you were to have an accident and it was the owner's fault, if they hadn't done all the things that they should have done, they would be liable. But as far as theft and damage, you have got to still have a separate insurance. And again, just because it's a CASOA accredited site, it doesn't mean that things can happen. It doesn't mean that it won't get stolen or it won't get damaged. It does still happen, unfortunately. But what it does mean, wow, 700. I need to find a site down in Kent by the looks of it. That's a lot.
That's a lot of dough, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah. So again, you will get different prices throughout the country, and it's supply and demand again. In the Midlands, where it's sort of between £500 and £600, which I thought that was getting onto the higher limits. I hadn't seen anybody that wasn't in CASOA at sort of over £600. And obviously some sites will offer different things. So some will offer wash-off facilities. So if you're looking at storage, it's worth going and having a look. The recommended minimum distance between vehicles is between 3 and 3.5 meters. So your bay that your vehicle should go into should be between 3.5 meters. Some are literally crammed in and you can't get your vehicle door open, which you're asking for damage if that's the case. So if you're looking at storage, go and have a look round. As a site owner, you want people to come and have a look round. You're not going to turn around and go, oh no, we're not going to let you in. We will let people come and have a look at the site, see what the facilities are, make sure people are comfortable. But every site is different, and it's difficult to, until you've actually been and looked at a site. Don't just go, oh, that looks good on the internet. It looks great. It could be a load of pictures from somewhere else. So actually go and visit the storage site that you are going to put your vehicle in, As they've mentioned, their prices can vary a lot, but again, that is going to depend on what security features that they've got. That could be a non-Casoa site and have really, really good security features, but that probably wouldn't make a difference to your own insurance then. If you're going to a Casoa accredited site, it should make a difference on your own insurance. So it's worth looking at. Our main website is the caravanplace.com, and then our storage site is the caravanstorage.com, I believe. I've not been on it for a long time, but again, we're completely full. I know everybody in our local area is completely full, and that's then what tends to happen is prices go up. There's been a lot more demand, hasn't there? So if people sort of, a lot of the newer properties now, and I'll say even new, probably 20-year-old, you look in the deeds of a lot of the properties and they'll say that you can't keep a motorhome or caravan on the drive. A lot of people that can keep the caravans or motorhomes on the drive say, well, actually, why am I going to put it on the drive when I go away? Everyone knows I've gone on holiday and the house is empty, possibly. So it's down to personal preference, but a lot of people like to do the storage. But yeah, that's another good thing. A lot of people ask for the gas bottles to be turned off or removed. A lot of the sites are rural, so again, you can get issues with mice. So that's with the rodent control. That's something that you need to look at. But just make sure that you actually go and have a good look through, ask questions on the Casoa website, which I think is casoa.co.uk. That will have frequently asked questions and a good little list of things that you can go and sort of be prepared to ask. They've got on their website that you can type in your postcodes, you can find out what different sites are, what the security standards are. We've got gold, and for us to become gold, we literally needed to have CCTV coverage, alarmed. We ended up putting an automatic bollard in. So we only operate between business hours, so 9 till 5. Some are 24-hour access. And again, it puts people off where they go, oh, well, I'm going to be at work till 5 o'clock. I don't really want to come out of work to be able to try and pick the caravan up. So access times is a big thing that puts people off maybe with us, but we're full, so we must be doing something right, or whether it's just that literally the area is in high demand that they can't go anywhere else, so they've had to come with us. But we've probably had a waiting list for 2 or 3 years. So and it's the phone still hasn't stopped now. Obviously, it's just been worse with messages, phone. And like I mentioned, now I've not actually looked at our own Casoa website or our storage website for 12 months, just because I've just not needed to. We've just got far more demand than what we can cope with. We're actually looking for sites to do more storage on, but we just can't find anywhere. So
Caravan storage, we're in the wrong business, Shane.
I know. Yeah, if you got the right piece of land in the right place.
That's the key. Yeah, it's, you look at a lot of the land to put and this is probably what ends up putting the costs up, is that different parts of land throughout the country will be rated at different levels. It will cost more money, and that then is going to determine the price. As I say, round us, it's sort of £500 to £600 a year. But trying to find some land to actually keep enough vehicles on that will cover that cost is really difficult without going into sort of £700-800, and then you've just priced yourself out the market. So the demand might be there, but if everyone else is turning around and saying, "Oh, it's £500 to £600 a year," to then turn around and say, "Oh, well, yeah, we've got a space, but it's £800." You might fill it short term, but long term, it's probably not the best option.
This is not a bad subject to discuss another time, don't you think?
Not at all. No, it's no. I never realised they've got how much storage was now.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gone
probably
up a
still
lot.
back in the day. I'm probably still back in the day where they're £200 to £300 a year.
Yeah, when Mark says, "Oh, we'll have a touch on storage," I went, "Yeah, okay, expect to be a 5-minute thing," and we can get a lot deeper on this, can't we?
There's a lot to it, to be fair, and then there's a lot where because obviously people, especially during lockdown with motorhomes, the batteries going flat and whatever, and there's not been an awful lot people could do about that. But there's a big maintenance side as well for your caravan or your motorhome, keeping an eye on it, what you should be doing while it's in storage, keeping an eye on it and whatever. So there's possibly a good side of it there for Lee to take on.
Yeah, we'll go over that. I think, make a note of that, Shay. I think that's a good conversation we can have on storage and everything else. Are you going to show the F62? My favourite little two-berth ever in the wide world.
I think I'm going to get a bit upset watching this, actually.
Okay.
I miss doing the shows. I can't find it. There it is.
Now, as far as the compact van goes, this is one of my favourite compact vans, little two berths. It's an Old Trail Tribute F62 and it's on a Ford chassis.
And this one in particular is on the 130 brake horsepower, 3.5 tons, so it can be driven on the restricted car licence. It is a 4-berth with 2 belts, so it has the bench seats inside.
Yeah, what I like about this van, it's got a great little kitchen area here, and we've got good toilet, good washroom. And what they've also packed in, drop down bed, which is electric, and then also get your bench seats here as well. These can be made up into a double bed as well. You also got a good single here, I'd say, yeah?
Absolutely, it is a good single. I mean, you can easily fit 4, 5 people around there. I mean, I don't know whether the driver and passenger seats swivel around or not. But look at that big screen on the Ford as well. I'm assuming that's one of the packs, but that's brilliant.
Yeah. It's a great little two-berth van.
Yeah. Anything personally I don't like about it is it's on the whale heater, but at the same time it is an electric bed, so it does go up and down without any effort.
And it's just under 6 metres long as well, which is a great size.
Yeah, I know. The only thing I'm a bit unsure of, a bit of a waste of space in the corner there. Now, if you're actually chopping stuff, you've got to be leaning over the...
I get your point, I get your point.
I think I'd rather have the
Probably
sink
you could
there.
have put a microwave there.
Yeah, well, where's
Oh,
your,
yeah,
where's your workspace?
or moved it,
Yeah,
moved it over.
You just got no workspace. I feel
Yeah.
like the sink could have been better there somehow, with a bit of workspace in the middle.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I'll- yeah.
Slimline fridge.
Yeah. Again, freezer compartment at the top. I'm assuming this is for the table.
Freestanding table.
And what do we have? Got 3 hobs on there as well, isn't that nice?
Everything you need. It's a great van.
I do like how they are
Under
coming up on the
50k as well.
yeah, and on the Fords. The Fords are getting better and better every year now.
Yeah.
And I know Chasson for sure they use the Ford now as their top, their range topper.
Great little two-berth camper van.
You know what, it's quite wide as well. I'm surprised about how wide it is. It's almost into Bailey territory for space. And I can't work out why.
Yeah, it's when I came into the van.
I mean, for me to sit down and stretch my legs out and I'm not sitting the other side.
Well, this is it. When I came into the van, the first thing I got good vibes from it. It felt homely. It's just good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, nice and spacious.
Nice one.
Yep.
I enjoy the shows.
I do. I miss them. It's going to be a long time,
you
I
know
think,
what?
until we go back as well. That's the sad thing.
And it's when I like a van and then I swung you around onto that van. Because you didn't like that van at first, did you?
No, I didn't know. And you remember the other week, I was really upset when I saw somebody was trying to sell one to me. But they put the wrong model down.
I remember that, yeah.
It was an Ultra Trailer Marler instead. I was like, bloody hell.
But that's the fun we can have though, mate, isn't it? It's like when we're talking about where the sink should be and things like that.
I know. Yeah,
Oh, there you go. Well, hang on. Lee Lolly.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it, that your first
still here?
motorhome. I'm sorry. Your first motorhome. There's not a huge difference in the layout, is there? The layout over the last 20 years hasn't significantly changed, has it? For the two motorhomes that you've put on there.
There ain't an awful lot you could do with it, mate. What the difference is now is the drop down bed.
Yeah. No, I meant on Shane's one. The one that Shane did with because the kitchen was pretty much not exactly the same, but it was similar.
That's a good point, mate.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
20 odd years, and they've not hugely changed it, have they?
No, they just made them lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Because, like I said,
that's a great point, Mark.
It's obviously a good layout that has tested the time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's and I was saying about sort of you don't need a kitchen like that, but obviously there's demand for it to still be. It's not changed significantly, has it? So there's still a good demand for that layout by the looks of it.
That's a great point, you know. Good point, yeah. So, do you know what is interesting as well, Shane? Is what I'm starting to like about these little features is the older vans and looking at the newer vans and then the new vans. And like you say, you can see the progression, can't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
but they're still, but they're still not quite getting it right with some bits. I still can't work out why they never put that sink in the corner.
Good point.
Who thought it? There we go.
Good point. Right. Let's go see what Ilfracombe's like. Campsite. Jaunts. Let's go.
Oh, hello. I'm on holiday. Hi, guys. I love being away. I love it. Introducing Tango Man, Shane.
Sun's good then.
Sun's been lovely. Yeah, it's been good. No, it's a good week. So we set off early doors Tuesday morning. Nice little rundown. So we were M4 Swindon Way down to Bristol. Bristol was fine. Traffic started picking up as we got to around Bridgewater. They got roadworks M5 south. But yeah, no, made good time getting across the link road to Barnstable and then Barnstable up and in. So we've not been to this site before. So we booked this during lockdown. What's that? Hang on. Twiddle your knob, Dan.
Yeah, Dan from the Trojans. Hang on. Need to adjust the colour on my monitor.
I should have changed my t-shirt, really, shouldn't I? A bit orangey, I suppose. But hey, we're on holiday. Don't matter. Even got my holiday band on. Where was I? So yeah, we've not been to this site before and booked it during lockdown with the intention of not being able to have the use of any facilities. So Ilfracombe Caravan and Motorhome Club site has no facilities other than service points. So since Tuesday, we've been using the facilities in the van and fine. It's a family of 4 of us and a dog, and we have coped really, really well. Now, I know everybody is now in the same boats, or there are certain restrictions on. I don't know if you can hear all the dogs barking in the background. Something's going on. Sorry. With the restrictions in place at the moment, where a lot of sites either having the shower blocks and toilet blocks closed, or they're putting the numbers in and out. And we would always book sites with facilities and we would use them. Okay, yes, we've got them in the caravan, but we haven't used them full time all the time until now. And I got to be honest, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. It's worked really, really well. And I'm emptying the cassette every day just in case. So after I finish with you guys, I'm going to do my my shameful walk to the point and empty it out in preparation for this evening. But guys, it's if you've got facilities in your motorhome, you've got facilities in your caravans. I wouldn't be ashamed to use them, and don't not use them. That's what they're there for. All of us have had showers. I've had 2 showers in a day after we've been back from the beach. The kids have been in there. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
The only problem is like you said, it's just having to keep going to empty stuff out.
Yeah.
Or fill up, or
I think with what we've done, we only have normally only have one aqua roll, and I've borrowed a second one from a friend for this trip, thinking we're going to use a little bit more water with the showers, and we haven't used a great deal more than what we would. We've planned to, when I have a shower, I'll generally have a shower in the morning. Sarah and the kids will generally have one in the afternoon once we're back from what we've been doing, and it's not a hardship. It's everybody on site is lovely. As you get at every site we all go to. Somebody was having a bit of a party last night. John, have you got? No, we don't have a water tank on board. So we only have our Truma heater and the aqua roll. So
Caravans don't do they generally?
I think some. I know some do, but ours doesn't. So yeah. But I've done a plug out for my channel again. I've done a video on how long you can shower in your caravan, and it's approximately 6 minutes full whack that you can get in, have it on full whack, shower, and 6 minutes is about the amount of time for if you're having it on full. But the top tip is turn it on, get yourself wet, turn it off, do your washy uppy bits, and rinse it off, get out.
Have you done a video for us today, John?
I have indeed. So just in case this connection didn't work, so I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work, actually being in a field in North Devon with nothing around us. I did a video on Ilfracombe Caravan and Motorhome Club site just in case. But let's have a look. So Shane, a run VT.
And you.
So this is the dog walk at Ilfracombe Caravan and Motorhome Club site. Good size. Yes, this is the site. There's more down over that side. There's a non-dog area, play area there, and dog walking areas over there where you saw me this morning.
This is a bit of an advance warning if you're travelling to Ilfracombe Caravan and Motorhome Club site. So yesterday we turned up with our caravan on the back, and our sat-nav, even in truck mode, sent me down this road. Now I'm going to show you this road, but do not go down this road. Carry on up the A361 to a roundabout. Where I'm going to show you now, do not go down. What you'll see as you're coming up the A361, there's a sign, let's see if it zoom in, there's a sign for a cafe. What I'll do is I'll drive down the road. So you'll be coming in from Braunton on the A361, and this is where you're going to be seeing. So just before this garage, it's called Listers. Now my sat-nav is a truck sat-nav, and it's set for the caravan. Now I should have heeded the warnings. So on that sign over there, it says unsuitable for heavy goods and wide vehicles. I thought my truck sat-nav was going to be okay. So first of all, it's really steep. And it was quite steep getting up here with the caravan.
and it's, as you can see, it's single track, and it's really tight. So do not come up this road. Carry on past the garage, and you'll head up to a roundabout. Man, honestly,
I quite enjoyed that, John.
no, yeah, but I shouldn't have followed. My sat nav, I've had it for years, and it's a cheapy one off of eBay. But until Tuesday, it had never ever let me down. And there's more to that video that actually shows you coming into the West Down, which is the little village which is just down the road. And I am not the first one, because when we arrived here, I spoke to the wardens and I said, "Oh, gee, my sat nav took me in down there." They're like, "You're not the first, and you won't be the last." It is so tight. So yeah, it basically, what you should do is follow the A361, or the is it A361, the main road going all the way up. You'll come to a roundabout. There's a pub and restaurant called the Depot. Hang a right at that one, and then come into the north side from the sort of the north end of the campsite. It's still single track road down into here, but it doesn't take you through the little village that is West Down. It was, yeah, a massive fail for me, which, yeah, I was
gone.
I was going to say, I was not.
For?
We're here for 10 days. Yeah, I was going to say, which one's talking?
There was some cracking comments came in when that was.
Yeah,
on.
I was seeing some of them coming in.
Just
go on.
Oh, let's just find.
I think it's while you're finding that. I think that is. I know that the site is 5 mile an hour. It was speeded up, Dan. You know how the magic of editing works.
Is John on a bike doing this vid?
Yes, yeah. So I had my little GoPro type camera on my bike. No, I'm not at the Leo Lorry. I'm not at the F1, unfortunately.
Lisa and Phil as well. Thanks, John. You said dog walk. My dog just looked at me.
Dog walk.
Walkies.
Walkies. I won't say walkies.
See how many dogs will start barking.
Hang on, Jax has just started moving in there. He hates walks anyway. Yeah, no, it's like I say, it's a lovely. It's busy. It is really busy. And talking to the wardens, they have never had it this busy, even through the summer months. And he said it just sort of shows the climate that we're in, whether or not that's new people that are into caravanning and motorhoming, and or that it's staycation, that people are staying in the UK. It's honestly, there are literally 1 or 2 pitches free. Just looking out behind me, there's people setting up now. They're putting the awnings up, and so that's people turning up on a Sunday evening. Yeah,
I think what's also happened as well is with people going abroad now as well. They've also got to go in isolation again. That's also doing it.
So, something Mark brought up earlier. I'll just let him explain this about when you come back from a foreign country.
He's back again.
So yeah, they've now, from what I saw earlier, government announcement is that you've got to register 48. If you've been abroad, doesn't matter where you've been, you've got to register on their website 48 hours before returning, with where you've been, where you are, where you're coming back to, and that is regardless of whether you've got to isolate or not, if you've been to Spain or wherever. So they're obviously thinking track and trace sort of a thing, but also they're obviously looking into it a bit more, and it seems as though there might be a possibility that there might be more restrictions put in to different European countries and further afield.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're on a plane with 200 people, however many people on the plane, you only have to get one that's got a bit of a sniffly nose or something like that then has to go and get tested, and all of a sudden,
everyone
you'd probably say that's the whole plane then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it would even be. I wonder how they sanitize the planes in between each route. You know, will it then
I
be
think
the
that
next play maybe?
No, I think they defog everything, but again, it's still, if someone's on there coughing and spreading it around the walk to the toilet and they've coughed on the rands, and I don't know, it's the same, I suppose, everywhere. But had you seen that anywhere else about the 48? Now, there's £100 fine if you don't do that. It was literally that I'd just come across it by accident, but it's not been well publicised again to sort of say, this is what you've got to do. If you're going abroad, regardless of where you're going, you've got to register on the government website 48 hours before you come back, or you're going to get £100 fine. I've not seen. I did see it, but it's not been a hugely publicised thing. So it's again, why aren't they putting this out mainstream?
Hey, Mark, is this a new thing? Is this just something that's happened in the last couple of days, or
probably the last day or so, John? Yeah, last day. Or so.
Do you like how I did that? Yeah, you like that? We should.
I couldn't get it right. Brilliant! I can see them putting that awning up now.
Can you see them? Yeah, they're doing a good job.
They're doing all right, actually.
Well, let's not get negative about it, okay? Because, like I say, we managed to get away on the staycations and everything. We're not really bothered about going abroad. We want to be in the motorhomes and in the caravans, basically. I think we've given everybody everything tonight, haven't we? We've given motorhome reviews, caravan reviews. Good subject. I think we're going to touch on in the future with storage. Enjoyed that. We got to see Ilfracombe at 400 miles an hour. If there's anything anybody wants to see, please get in touch with us. And we're just trying to make this format as best as we can. Aren't we, Bill Shane?
Yep. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed that tonight. Maybe it's nice to have a break in between with the videos.
Yeah.
I can blow my nose.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see you all next week with more reviews, more campsites, tips, tricks, and everything else. Everybody, take care.
See you soon.
See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.